Let's return now to Nelson, where on day 7 of the fires there was some good news for the residents of Wakefield. Just after 4 o'clock this afternoon they were given the green light to return to their homes. Our reporter Nita Blake-Persen and cameraman Dan Cook are at what was the cordon on State Highway 6 and join us now live. Nita, there must be some real relief tonight for Wakefield residents.
Absolutely relief, Lisa. There's a lot more hustle and bustle slowly coming back to the town. It doesn't seem people have been rushing in all in one go, but certainly people are moving through, sitting back in their shops, having dinner at home for the first time in a few days and absolutely to be relieved back in their homes. One of those people who's just arrived back home tonight is Heather Lyons. I'm joined by her. She's a long-time Wakefield resident and she's very graciously joined me despite just walking in the door when I found her. Heather, how has the last few days been for you?
Been so traumatic really, but it's one of those things. It's the same for everybody, isn't it?
What have you found to be most stressful?
Leaving the family home, of course, because it was built by my husband.
And you weren't sure when you'd be back or what might happen?
No, just unsure. Yeah.
So when you left, what were the most important things that you needed to take?
My birds, my photographs, my papers, my laptop, and my father's bag of treasures.
And you bundled all of that into the car. How did the birds work?
Oh, they were a bit traumatic too. I had to get one of them out of the big cage and he didn't like that.
So where did you all go? How have the past few days been?
We went up to Foxhill to my granddaughter's, and she's a lovely girl. She'd take anybody in, and it's been wonderful because I've had time with the great-granddaughter too. And yep, they've all been so good to me.
But at the same time, weighing on your mind was what's going to happen here?
Yeah, you can't see it from up there. Can't see what's going on. You have to depend on the cell phone and civil defence messages.
So when you got the news today that you could go back, what was that like?
Oh, that was a great relief, yeah. Almost cried. Couldn't get out of there quick enough.
And so now that you're back, are you completely at ease or are you still wary?
I'm still aware that there is a fire out there and that we could be sent out again, so I'm leaving the cars half packed.
And what do you think in terms of the response? There's still helicopters buzzing not far from us, a lot of army and civil defence on the ground. Is it alarming?
No, it's amazing. We're so thankful for them because everyone's doing the best they can. Yeah.
Have you had any interactions with them? The police, anyone during the convoys?
Yeah, we had a policeman come down in the car with us yesterday to help me get some more things from the house. He was wonderful.
So those convoys were just supposed to go straight through?
Yeah, but he came with us and we went back and dropped him off and we went back into town and did some shopping and we dropped a bag of nibbles and goodies off to them when we came back through.
And the emergency services have been really gracious as well. They're obviously happy to be helping.
Yeah, they are. They're wonderful, really. Yeah, we're so lucky here.
So what are you most looking forward to about being back home tonight?
Sleeping in my own bed. Getting a good night's sleep, although I had a nice bed up there.
Do you know anyone else who's affected by those 4 valleys? The fires up those ways?
My son and his wife had animals up Pigeon Valley. I know Michael Kempthorne had his apple orchard up there, his father's. I used to go to work there and pick apples. I just felt for them as well.
Thoughts are still with them, I guess, as they're not allowed back in yet.
No, that's right. I think we're very lucky to be able to get back.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Heather. I'll let you get back to your own bed and to your own dinner at your place tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely talking to you.
And Lisa, that was Heather Lyons, long-time Wakefield resident. She's lived in her place for more than 50 years and was absolutely relieved to get back there with news that Wakefield's all open but still on standby should that fire flare up and everyone may need to evacuate once more.
Thank you, Nita, and thanks to Heather. As you say, just barely got through the front door and Nita Blake-Persen was on the doorstep. So really appreciate Heather's time this evening.